4 things that I wish I knew before I started lifting weights. Now, I'm not a bodybuilder, like, I'm not massive by any stretch. I'm like 14 and a bit stone, but I used to be like 10 stone. So, you know, I feel massive. 4 things that I wish I knew before I started lifting weights. Macros don't really matter. That's probably a stupid thing to say and is probably going to anger a few people. But I think in terms of like bulking, they don't matter as much as you think. Obviously, you don't want to be eating all fat or all carbs. So like your diet should be well balanced, but you don't need, I wouldn't worry about the macro split too much. As long as you're in a caloric surplus for bulking, that's really all that matters. Don't like overcomplicate it, especially if you're on your first bulk. Just try to be in a caloric surplus. The second thing that I wish I knew about before I started lifting weights was progressive overload. So obviously progressive overload is just, you know, progressively overloading your body and your muscles. So lifting a little bit heavier each time you go. I feel like I never took that into account, and my sort of training went stagnant, you know, and my gains stagnated as well because of that. You can always, I'm pretty sure I went months before where I just trained at the same weight, like, or I would go up, like, I'd lift a heavier weight and then I'd just stay there. So I'd be stuck on that same weight for like months, you know, and it's no wonder, really. I mean, on reflection, it's pretty dumb. Of course, I wasn't growing or I wasn't seeing the results that I wanted. The third thing that I wish I knew about before lifting weights was sleep and adequate rest. Again, really stupid and obvious, but you don't grow when you're in the gym. You grow when you're resting and when you're sleeping. I used to, like, sometimes I'd think, oh, if I just train like 5 days a week, then I'll get even bigger. But it doesn't really work like that. You need adequate time and rest in between your workouts, and also in between your sets as well. I would have like really sporadic like rest times. It'd be like 30 seconds or like always a minute. Do you know what I mean? Even on stuff like back squats, which I don't do now, and it's made such a massive difference. The fourth thing that I wish I knew before I started lifting weights is that consistency is king. You have to be consistent. You can't miss workouts, not even one. You can't miss one. You have to be consistent. You know, whatever your regime is, you need to stick to it for a long period, forever. You need to stick to it forever. Okay, you can't be dropping days out or skipping workouts here and there, or you go out on a Friday night with your boys and then you can't go and train Saturday. Saturday's your normal training day. You just can't skip workouts. You can't skip meals. Okay, because your body needs the routine. That's how it works.